We're going to talk about some of the elements you need to learn how to drive. When first getting into the car, you want to lock your door. Most important thing. Next, you have to put on your seatbelt to keep you from being thrown or ejected out of a car in the event of a crash. Now, what I need you to do is look straight ahead, frame the rear window. Don't be scared. Grab that mirror. Don't grab it too hard, you'll break it off. Frame the rear window in the mirror. So when you're driving, you want to look up, just like I'm looking. You want to look up and see everything out of your window, back window. Now, look straight ahead. Some cars have a keypad or a switch or buttons. This one has a little keypad that has an up arrow, down arrow, one to the left, one to the right. You want to look straight ahead and bring the mirror in to see a little bit of the car. Your right mirror, you want to look straight ahead and bring the mirror in so you can see. Now, when you're driving, pretend I'm making a lane change to left, center mirror, turn signal, blind spot. You look over your shoulder. If I'm making a lane change to the right, center mirror, blinker, blind spot. You got to make sure these things are adjusted. Now, we're in a busy parking lot. We have to look around. A lot of pedestrians are ran over or killed. So we have to be really careful and watch what's going on and be safe. Safety is no accident. Safety is no accident, and you got to be careful. So we want to put the car into R. R is reverse. N is for neutral. The motor and transmission are disconnected. D is for drive. The car will go forward to ever. And then 3, 2, and 1 for towing, hauling, or going up or downhill. So we're going to put the car in reverse. We're going to back straight back a little bit. Then we're going to turn the wheel slowly to the left. The rear will go to the left. The front will swing out to the right. Now, if you just joined, I'm a state certified driving instructor. We're talking about how to drive a car as a beginner. So you see me looking through the parking lot. This is where we start learning how to drive. We go up the aisles, down the aisles. You learn good speed control. You learn good braking. We're learning to take our time. Take your time when you're learning how to drive. It's no hurry. It's no rush. We want to be patient. So I'm going to show you how busy the parking lot is. You'll see all these people here. So we just want to go slow up and down the aisles, and we just want to take our time. Now we're going to go down to the bottom of the driveway. And you see this car coming in. They need my lessons. Their stuff is smashed. And I'm going to come up and stop. But I'm still going to wait because we have pedestrians to the left walking across. We have a car coming. And you just got to be patient. Okay, I'm going to roll down real easy. And then I'm going to turn and I'll stay to the right. If I turn short, I'm going to hit this gray BMW. If I turn wide, I'm going to go over the curb. Neighborhoods like this are really good places just to learn how to steer. Learn how to squeeze the brake. You see how slow I'm going in? I'm turning really slow. I'm at about 10. I don't want to hook the right because I'll jump the curb and hit the tree. I don't want to be over to the left. I'm going to show you. I'm on the wrong side of the road. Do we agree? Yes. So we want to get back to the middle right. Neighborhoods, making 12 right turns, 12 left turns. These are the things I do every day. And I'm taking you through a journey. And this is a series. So we're going to stop. This is a partially controlled intersection. I'm going to show you what you need to do. You need to look left. You need to look right. You need to look left. And then we're going to move forward. And then you're going to see a car coming. And we're just going to wait. Blinker up for right, down for left. If you go out too far into the intersection, you're going to make a really wide turn. If you go too short, you're going to hit the telephone pole. See how slow I'm turning out? That's what I need you to do. We have the right of way, but a lot of you might have stopped. My left blinker's on, making a left turn now. And I'm going to show you what you're supposed to do. Look where you want the car to go. If I'm going left, I look left. If I'm going right, I look right. We're just taking our time, learning the gas, learning the brake. Every car is different. I was a little close to that car, guys. A little bit close. And that might be you. Here's the speed bump. We're going to roll over really slow, because that will bottom out the car. Some cities, Houston, Texas, Detroit, Michigan, Los Angeles, California, a lot of people in the communities are tired of car speeding, so they've put speed bumps into the neighborhood. So we're going to come up and stop. And they're still waiting for me. I'm going to roll up. I really appreciate. And then I'm going to go right in the first lane. And then I'm going to turn out. Okay, I'm going to make a right turn up here. I'm going to show you. I'm looking. I always look to the left. Cars will always run lights. I look to the left. I check. And now we're going to practice getting on the expressway. We want to go about 30 to 35 on the beginning part of the ramp. And then we're picking up to about 40. And there's the gray car to my left, but they have the right of way. I'm going to come in right behind. Okay, let's talk about driving in this situation. We're at about 40 miles an hour. The speed limit here is 60. So we're going to be in the first lane. As a beginner driver, I need you in the first lane. We're not trying to do 75 or 80. This is not rush hour. We are just maintaining good speed, trying to be smooth, and trying to learn how to drive. You learn how to drive by watching other drivers, keeping good space, and keeping good speed. So if you were with me, we'll be in the first lane, keeping a lot of space just like this, not tailgating. Oh, let's talk about pavement markings. You're a beginner. The white line to the right, we're in North America. We always have a white line to the right. We have broken white lines from right, middle, and left. The left lane has a yellow line. That tells us we're on the left side. If the car breaks down, it's more preferred to get over to the right if possible, because that's the shoulder of the road. I'm just trying to maintain good speed and not turn well. Hey, Philadelphia, what's up? How you doing? We were there a few years ago. We were actually at the Pittsburgh Steelers football facility with my son. He did end up getting a scholarship, but not to the University of Pitt. But we were there at a camp. There were about 750 athletes. He moved from defensive back to linebacker, and that made the transition. So I have a lot of good memories there. I'll try to find some of the videos. We did drive down to downtown Philadelphia. Really awesome. And then my insurance agent's sister used to work in Hershey, Pennsylvania. So, and then the city of brotherly love. Yes. Are your expressways like this in Philly? So we are not tailgating. We're at about 40. And you're like, it's almost 70 miles an hour. Why are you driving 40? Rush hour. Looking forward to a safe drive. Yes, I'm trying to drive safe too. It's a major rush hour in the metro area. Everyone wants to get home. People are tired. I'm at half a tank. I got my iced coffee. I got my iced coffee, fam. Not too far. Yeah, into the small world, right? We were actually on a Pittsburgh Steelers practice facility. There were a lot of Division I and Division II schools there. And I was videoing for my son. He was editing his video. So if you got a son or daughter and you're trying to get your son or daughter to a scholarship, I'm not saying it's that easy, but your son or daughter's got to have really good grades. They have to be dominant and have a good coach. We should do a podcast on that. In fact, my son does have some podcasts, and I have a podcast too. It's Driving with Myles on Spotify. So we need to put some more of those together. But we'll talk about him later. This is about driving. But it's funny how it's a small world. So look, it's just stop and go. And, you know, it's a little bit boring, but you need to have this to develop experience. And if you go too fast, you're going to hit a car. You go too slow, people will be very angry at you. So I'm staying kind of chilling in the right lane for now. I'm good. I'm taking my time. I'm not pressed. And you're gonna see this is a regular trailer. Thought it was a fifth wheel. Our neighbor has one of those. They travel around the country. They bought one of those and they were practicing driving at the high school parking lot. So if you can drive a big vehicle like that to the left, you can drive anything. I also have an 18-foot open trailer. I do have a race car, so we travel around the country in that. See, that didn't help me, no blinker. But also because of the Donald Trump tariffs, gasoline is going up, the price of tires are going up. And speaking of tires, if you're traveling out of the state, you need to make sure your tires are properly inflated. I know I sound like a commercial, but check them when they're cold. Make sure you got proper hand tools. My dad and mom, and I had a lot of OGs. Like, you know, when I was growing up, they taught me about cars, you know, have your tools, you know how to change a flat tire, change a battery. So if I wasn't in education and social media, I would probably be having a car repair place. I've always loved cars and motors. My dad wasn't really mechanically inclined. He was an electrician and he worked for Ford. So, but I've always loved cars, taking things apart. I had some really good pictures of me when I was younger, big fro, working on cars. I'm gonna have to post those on the community page. You guys will get a good laugh, you know. So, look, I'm maintaining about 60. We're chilled. No one is really tailgating me. Why would you be in the two middle lanes, right? It's just people being irritated. Keep your speed, keep good space, and enjoy this journey. It does take time, and you have to be patient. And when a lot of you are driving, you won't want to pass this. You're like scared. But hanging around this vehicle, and if a tire blows out, it's a wrap. So I'm gonna pick up speed and just pep up past them. Speaking of pep up, I used to drive really slow with my dad, like hella slow. And my mom, I would be like flying. My mom said, you need to slow down. My mom said, you need to slow down. You make me feel like I'm on a roller coaster. I was like, and my dad, I was just like scared. Because, you know, he was just a really quiet guy, you know, from Alabama, played football for Alabama A&M, and, you know, I just wanted to make him happy. So I'm gonna get over one lane to the left. You saw me check my blind spot. So your parents do kind of dictate how you'll drive, because you're gonna learn from me watching my videos, because I'm a state certified driving instructor, over 24 years of experience. And I decided to put this content together to help the community, okay? So I'm maintaining good speed. In fact, I saw a content creator, I wanna say Atlanta, Georgia. Details matter, my beloved fixed tires. Yes, I want. Yeah, you gotta know how to change tires. And I'm talking to a couple brands right now to get, you know, you gotta have like an electric impact gun just in case, because you won't be able to get those lug nuts off. And a lot of people can. And I'm not gonna cap on females that they're not strong enough. There are females who are stronger than males. But the average people do not know how to change tires. And we don't go over that in driver's ed, right? I showed them how to check through oil, put gas in. But if you have a tire blowout, you have sold out. Sold out. So I'm gonna get over one lane. That's that turbo neon SRT4. Those are still pretty sought after by collectors. That car is a manual. It's got a nice little turbo. It can run low 11s or low 10s with a bigger turbo tune, bigger injectors. That'd be a nice little car. It's definitely old though. And that blue neon, you just got to check in Facebook Marketplace and look around. There's some really good deals. So I'm in the left lane now. I'm a little bit faster, and I'm just trying to hold the wheel. And I'm trying to take my time. See, they got a flat tire over there, bruh. See? You got to know how to change your tires, fam. That's a whole nother video. I'll do one day. maintaining good speed. And I check my rear mirror. Review target. I have not, however, I have talked to someone in Tennessee about driver's ed. They pretty much have the same graduated license as we do. You need to drive with someone over 21. Then you'll take your test, and then you can get your license. A lot of people, here's the people that reach out to me. A lot of people from New York, Texas, Florida, Mississippi, a few from California. On this platform, New York, Tennessee, California, Texas, Mississippi. On the other platforms, it's kind of around the world. Depends on the reach. I just hit 25K this week, and I'm at 25,015. So I look at the analytics. There are people from the UK, Australia, India, UAE, Sudan, Botswana, Madagascar. They're all over the world watching, so I'm blessed. And I just want to say thank you. And I keep it real and spicy, man. A lot of these people are crazy. Like that white car, they're going fast for nothing. You really can't go anywhere. But I try to show you real life in the United States. And I'm in the Midwest, so it's a little bit more chilled. If we were in New York or Philadelphia or Houston, I've been to Houston before. We've made some videos there. I went down to Prairie View for them playing Alabama A&M. They won the SWAC West a couple years ago. My son played for Prairie View. He also played in professional football in Belo Horizonte, Brazil. So we're trying to get him back into the league. He still can go back to Belo Horizonte, Brazil, but he's got to get a visa. He's got a passport, but you know, because of the Trump tariffs and everyone, you know, clamping down, you know, you got to have all that. He has an enhanced license. He was recruited by the University of Buffalo, so we went up through the Blue Water Bridge. We went up through Canada, and we passed Toronto. So he got an enhanced license. My daughter also has an enhanced license. So they can travel anywhere in the United States. But remember, I do this for a living, so I'm lifting my foot. I'm at about 70. This white car is crazy tailgating, and that really makes people angry. I do have a dash cam, and it's a rear-mounted dash cam. I got a product from a vendor outside the United States. I just need to hook it up, and then I can put the rear dash cam in so you can see how cars just tailgate just like crazy. And it will give you a different perspective. So don't tailgate. We're in the left lane. We're cruising about 75, chilling. I've been down to Alabama, Texas, Florida, New York, been to Pennsylvania, Ohio, Indiana. Also, my daughter's friend, her great-grandmother has a house in New York somewhere. So her good friend lives in Indiana. So I'm trying to just maintain speed, and I'm an educator, so we'll be done with school in a few weeks, and then I'll do driver's ed like 8 hours a day, 10 hours a day. Which part of, don't get me wrong, it could be Long Island. I'm not sure. I will have to find out. Because my daughter's friend invited her. She would drive to Indiana, pick her up, and then they would go to New York. My daughter's also been to North Carolina, South Carolina, Washington, D.C. She was seeing a military guy, but it didn't work out. Because some of those military guys lie and have multiple women on the side. You feel me? She's also in real estate, and she sold about 8 houses, so. Yeah, Hooters. Yeah, right. Ooh, I'm slowing down. It's gonna, oh, you see all this traffic. Don't slam them brakes. You'll get rear-ended. But I've been to Kansas before, Texas, Florida, Arizona, Scottsdale, Arizona. My uncle lives in Pasadena. I got another uncle lives in Amsterdam. Some of my family live in Vegas. So we're about 75 miles an hour. I'm just scanning left, middle, right. I'm not trying to steer brake lights. I'm trying to hold my speed. Guys, on Monday, I'm gonna have this, I might try to do it tonight. You're like an ambassador. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, it's a good opportunity. My father-in-law said, hey, this is a good job, good summer job. That's some of the best advice. Look, if someone in your family or OG, you need to follow it. You need to invest in crypto. You need to invest in that. He gave me some good advice that changed my life. Changed my life. So you got to listen to people who know some things. If you're like under 24, like I'm getting over, man, it's going to be crazy backup now. You know, you just got to learn to listen to someone who's been on the planet a little bit longer than you. They know what they're talking about. Don't get me wrong. A lot of these young people, they know about crypto and, you know, this and that, but you got to invest in yourself and you got to learn to listen. Okay? One of my girl cousins, she's a doctor in Ohio. So, I've been to Windsor before, Montreal. So the flow is slowing down. And we're slowly, I was at 75, now we're at a slow 55. That's why you got to pay attention. But I don't think I'm done in my journey. If I could get oh, there's some police up there. If I could get a national driver's ed certification, I will go to each of the states where you are, spend a summer there and just teach people how to drive. You know, I met Mr. Beast 3 years ago. I know he would definitely impact. There's nothing I can do. We have the move over law. So I just have to go slow. You'll see the accident to the right. We have a law. If I can't move over, I just got to hug the left. Oh, man. They got a little, oh, his junk smashed, bro. Pow. Rear end collision, baby. The person who rear ends them is usually at fault. So we're not trying to mess with that. And I don't wish any type of luck on people like that. I'm always a positive manifestation, like for real. But if I had a national driver's ed certification, I would go around each summer and help people. I would spend a summer, like get an Airbnb. Let's help adults and teens learn how to drive. A lot of my content is, you know, for the United States. It can help people, you know, different parts. Also, a lot of people from the UK come in too, but they're in a different, much needed service. Real talk, yes. There's always going to be a need for driver's ed. And what I'm finding, a lot of adults and teens just, look, teen, they can't afford it. It's too expensive. So a lot of people wait till they're 18 or 19 or 20. And teen, listen, it takes 10 years to learn how to drive. If you learn at 16, you're 26, 19, 29, 20, 21. I taught a young lady who was 27 years old, Shaquavia. My girl learned how to drive. So I'm gonna go, this is a double left turn, double right turn. You can't go straight because you'll crash. And I haven't done any deep interstate driving in a while. So I do have some content, me going to the airport. I think I edited it, but I may have deleted it. Okay, like I have about 6 terabytes of driving video. You never know what pops up, right? Like I have a lot of highway driving. Me driving in a box truck. I had a GoPro. I call it the ball headed cam, right? You would laugh. I got my fresh crispy. You know, I'm looking good. So I would have my GoPro mounted right here. My forehead would heat up, team. I know you're laughing like, really? But I have a different mounting system now. And it's really stable. So I have a lot of GoPro video, and I still have those videos. I just need to get them off and edit them. I use Opus Clips. Shout out Opus Clips. I'm a paid user, but I also want to do affiliate. In fact, I'm going to be a member of their live tomorrow because I was an early adopter. There's a lot of AI editing software. Opus Clips, I think, is the best. And you type in your subject area, what you want. So I'm pushing out my channels. It's 610,000 views this month. So I do a lot of lives. We edit those into reels, shorts, TikToks, and push them out for people who want to learn how to drive. So this is a really busy thoroughfare too. A lot of accidents here. Arby's, White Castle Fart Burgers, Starbucks Bucks. Sometimes I take clients over here to all these stop signs. I'm not going to bore you with all these stop signs, but I really make students work. And you got to know how to park. You're like, if you're going on a date, you can't park, your girl is going to laugh at you. Your boy is going to laugh at you. Okay? There are like 1,000 signs over there by Target. I take students over there. Right? You got to know how to park. I have one whole tutorial on parking. Right now, what's trending on YouTube is learning how to drive as an adult. Real talk. Learning how to drive. And you just have to take your time. This is kind of a quick journey. Yes, we've been to Pennsylvania, Ohio, Texas, Florida, Nebraska, Kansas, Iowa. I have some videos driving through Iowa. The ditches are like 6 feet deep, 8 feet deep. If you go off the road, it's a wrap. No one is finding you in the wintertime. And in those small little towns, you go 3 over, 5 over, you're getting a ticket, baby. I think just learning how to be comfortable. It's for Pam or Myles?
Pamela?
Yeah.
Gotcha, okay.
Thank you. Is that already paid for?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. It's all good. So I'm here waiting. And I think this was a comfortable drive. I wasn't going, my lowest speed was about 25. My fastest speed was about 75. I was not in a hurry to really drive super fast, but also I was taking my time. And I think you want an instructor. Look, I'm gonna go through my list. And if you want to learn, I got everything right here. Because I'm an instructor, you get good content. And I'm going to tell you this information. It's my recommendation that your teen or adult, after completing the 6 hours of behind the wheel instruction, has acquired the knowledge, skills, and aptitude to operate a motor vehicle. Some adults don't need to be driving. Some teens, hold on 1 second, fam. All right, sorry about that. A client called. So aptitude to operate a motor vehicle within highways and transportation systems. Okay, a lot of instructors don't do this. They don't even talk to you. They don't even tell you what you did. Like in New York, I'm hearing for like a half an hour, do you teach people how to relax while driving? Yes, I tell dad jokes. We keep it real. You better get a job. We talk about real life. The conversations are about education, computers, cryptocurrency, getting a job. I know someone who drives a Honda, says 250 for life. They're pretty good. If you can, that's a whole nother series too. If you need me to do a series on insurance, I have a good friend that works at State Farm. I'm not going to say their name, but I can get information on insurance. I think as a beginner, if you want to drive legally, you got to have insurance. And if you get the wrong insurance, you're going to pay more and you're going to overpay. And if you get a ticket, you're going to end up paying more than your car's worth. So we'll do a series on insurance. This is a series on learning how to drive. I love the questions. And I'm getting ideas as you put this down. Next, to operate a motor vehicle accompanied by a licensed guardian or driver age 21 or older. I got you, music. I got you. Okay? You have to have insurance. And a lot of people don't have insurance and they hit you, hit and run. You're going to chase them down. You're like fool, you hit me. And now I'm going to chase you down. And what are you going to do? Punch him in the face? And now it's assault and battery. Then everyone's videoing you. You're on World Star. You don't want to do that. You feel like it, but you don't want to do it. Don't do that. I'm reading more information. Okay? So you got to have a supervised driving session. Some states will require 50 hours behind the wheel, 30 hours behind the wheel, 60 hours behind the wheel. The more hours you can get, the better. While many safe driving skills have been taught and practiced during the course, there has not been sufficient time for the student to be accomplished driver. You say that real fast. Please continue to practice all driving skills and maneuvers under the guidance to further develop their skills. Mom and dad, let your son and daughter drive. Uncle, auntie, let your niece and nephew drive. Mom, don't scream at your son or daughter when they make mistakes. Dad, don't cuss them out. Whoever sits in the front, I'm sending a message, I'm putting you first. Whoever sits in the front seat is the co-pilot. I want to make the claim and say it again. Whoever sits in the front seat is the co-pilot. Because if your dad tells you to go, your mom tells you to stop, and you turn right, you're going to have an accident. I need to do a series on coaching your son and daughter. To be honest, a lot of your sons and daughters, mothers, no hate, no cap, they don't want to ride with you because you're always freaking out. Dads tend to be more chilled, more relaxed. On the other side, dads, are you really teaching your son and daughter? Oh, as long as you don't crash. You have to teach your son and daughter. If there are any permits? You know what? I got to watch what I say. I'll just say last year, one instructor issued a parent permit to a client that didn't have the actual hours. They got in trouble. The state shut them down. So some driving schools give parent permits after a week of class, certain number of hours. You can drive with mom or dad, but that parent permit has got to be returned. That's all I'm going to tell you. If you want to know more, you sign up for a coaching call with me. Click the link. When I'm done, you can sign up for a coaching call. Let me keep going. I'm reading real information. This is real, man. I'm not making this up. Please use an S, I, N, U, or X in the skills box to the objective to give feedback to the parent or guardian. S is for satisfactory at this time without verbal. So look, mom or dad, if you have to tell your son or daughter, okay, I need you to look left, I need you to look right, and then make a right turn. They're not ready to drive. I need you to pick up speed on the ramp and accelerate. Turn your blinker on, look over your left shoulder. They're not ready to drive. You shall have to teach them. NI needs improvement. Student performance skills with minimal verbal instructions or guidance. U, unsatisfactory. This means needs verbal clues or guidance from the instructor to perform the skill. Oh, got my stuff.
These bags we got are super small, so here's this one. So we had to put it in 3.
Oh, okay.
Alrighty.
I want to say thank you.
Of course. Have a good one.
Bye.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm still going to talk to you. I got my Applebee's, bro. So let's continue. X is did not perform the skill during any of the hours behind the wheel. Yeah, that's what's up. We get some wings, salad. You know, we got macaroni and cheese, nachos. You know how we do. We gonna eat good. We gonna eat good. If you were here, I'll buy you some too. So listen. While many of these driving skills have been taught, cheeseburger. Yeah, you love cheeseburgers. I do too. While many of the driving skills have been taught and practiced during the course, there has not been sufficient time. And that's what you need to remember. If your son or daughter, niece or nephew go through driver's ed, mom or dad, uncle or auntie, you got to take them out slow. Take them in neighborhoods. Have them make right turns. Have them make left turns. Have them pull in the driveway. Have them back out. Okay? Make them feel comfortable. Don't scream at them. Don't shout at them. They won't be able to pull out in major traffic yet, but over time they will. Pre-entry driving checks. You come in, you lock your door, you put on your seatbelt, you adjust your mirror. If your son or daughter, niece, and nephew does not do that, you're going to have a problem. Next, pre-driving start procedures. Are they sitting up in the seat correctly? Mirrors are good. Can they observe? Like I'm put into a stall parking spot. I'm going to show you. I'm going to switch angles. I'm put into a stall parking spot. When I back up, I have to look out of my back window. I don't have a backup camera. And even if you do, you still got to look. I'm still reading from the list. And if you want to learn right now, you need to be listening. Next, establishing front bumper reference. Meaning if your son or daughter, niece or nephew makes a right turn and they are too close to the curb, they're going to go over the curb. And you're going to be like, girl or boy, you just hit the curb and smashed my rim. What are you doing? Oh, I'm sorry. Or if they go too wide, because beginning drivers make wide turns. So you got to be aware of this. I will put this into a digital product and upload it to my stand store, don't worry, because this driving skills report card is extremely helpful. And we teamed up with Stand Store. They allow us to do digital products. I'm the only one right now. It's an LLC. I'm the owner. I do the videos, I edit the videos. It's a lot, but we partner with Stand Store, and I put together all the content and the guides, and they help us put it together. So we have about 5 digital products, and there's a coaching session. So I want to continue. I will put this together, the driving skills report card. This is something very useful. Operate the steering wheel, push, pull, or hand over hand. There's more than one way to turn the steering wheel. We're not going to get in an argument today. I can use Google Scholarly articles. Next, operate the vehicle, gear shift, accelerator, brake pedal, gas pedal. Do you know how to do this? If you don't, then you should not be driving. Next, approach intersections. Are you looking left? Are you looking right? Starting the engine. Do you know how to start the car? Okay, if you have a push to start, you have to have a key fob. Or if you have a regular key like this car has, you've got to put the key in ignition, put your foot on the brake. Do you establish rear bumper reference points? Can you back up without hitting the house or the garage or your mom and dad's car or uncle or niece? Your son, your niece or nephew is going to hit your car. They don't know how to back up. Do you know how to move the car backwards? Think about that, what I just said. Do you know how to secure the vehicle, cut the car off, get all the valuables out? Because you know someone's going to rob you if you leave your cell phone or your keys or your jacket. You know, do you know how to do these things? Do you know how to move forward? You're probably saying, well, this is basic stuff. I'm here to tell you, a lot of young drivers don't know this stuff. And we teach them in driving school, but it's up to all of you. Mom and dad, niece or nephew, or beginning drivers, I'm here. I'm a state certified driver instructor. This is how we evaluate. And this should be available for purchase in the Stand Store probably Sunday after 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. It'll be available. I'm good. She keeps looking. So you need to be aware of a guide. There's a guide that people need. And I'm supplying this guide because this is what I use in my job all the time. I'll modify it to fit your needs. And when you leave feedback, I'll make those changes. When operating the steering wheel, push, pull, or hand over hand. Most people do hand over hand. Some do push, pull. We're not going to get into a fight today. Some people palm the wheel. Next, operating the vehicle controls, gear shift, brake, steering wheel, park brake. Some people don't know how to activate the park brake. Skills. Drive 2, moderate speed, light throttle. Establishing reference points, lane positioning, center, right or left. A lot of beginners hug the right. You're going to go into the ditch. I've been in the ditch. I had 3 football players, wintertime, kept hugging the right, went down the ditch 5 feet down. Almost rolled the car over. The kid started crying. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm sorry. A gentleman with a Jeep and a tow rope saved us. Next, entering the roadway from the curb or side of the road. It seems really easy for us as adults, but a lot of beginners don't know what lane to turn into. They don't know when to go. And if you have to tell them, they're not ready. Apply proper stop position, residential, rural areas. Determine minimal time and space for maneuvers on 2-lane and 4-lane roads. You're like, this is a lot of stuff, Myles. It is a lot of stuff. I'm going to go through drive 2. Determine minimal time for space and gap maneuvers, maneuverability. Demonstrate how to enter and exit a traffic cross or controlled or uncontrolled intersection in neighborhoods, residential streets. Park at the curb or upgrade downhill or uphill. If you're parking downhill, you turn your front wheels toward the curb. If you're parking uphill, you turn your wheels away. So many people ask me that. Backing in a straight line. A lot of people can't do that. And there's information on the dashboard. That's a whole nother lesson too. If this is something you need or want, give this a thumbs up. Now I'm going to take you through the journey of me driving in traffic, but I went through some of the things that a good instructor goes over. So I'm in reverse. I'm looking left and right. You see me looking, because people, whenever you back up, people, oh my God. Okay, I'm turning the wheel to the left. Some students don't know how to back up. If you turn the wheel to the left, the car will swing out to the right. And you see me looking around. I don't want to back into anyone. Now, these little areas here with the stop signs and little businesses are really good. But most people, most adults, they don't stop. And then their niece and nephew is going to be confused. Okay? I'm just taking my time. Wisconsin, 14 years old, got my learner's permit. Thanks to, everyone is different. Actually, I had a young lady who was like, I think she was 14.3. Her parents had a debilitating disease. I got to stop here. And then she was able to get her license within 6 months because there was a special, I'm turning in the nearest lane. So there are special situations. You can, petition the state. You can bring your case up there. I'm going to go to the inside lane. On a side note, these buses have 16 cameras. I actually talked to the driver. I had some videos because a lot of people try to sue the bus company. But this guide that I was going over, I think is really good. And I think it's something valuable. And this is a double left turn. We're in the inside lane. On your test, if you turn in the wrong lane, I'm going to show you. If you turn in the wrong lane, guaranteed failure. And I'm going to stay right by the double yellow. You got to know which lane to go into. And a lot of people look at my videos, I'm going to turn any lane I want. Well, you're going to fail. You commute. Oh, okay. Thank you. Are you coming? Okay. So this is like your teaching lesson. I'm teaching you how to drive. I'm going through squeeze the brake. Use the ball of your foot. And sometimes I want to see what my students will do, because you have to show me maturity. Thank you for the thumbs up. Can we get 10 more thumbs up? Right? I'm going through, I'm reading from the driving skills report card. This is a proprietary report card that I put together, and I'm going to put this together on Stand Store. It's not available yet, but Sunday night, say after 7:30, 8:30 p.m., I will have a digital guide that can be purchased. We partnered with Stand Store thank you for the thumbs up. We partnered with Stand Store about 3 months ago, and we made a couple $100 selling digital products. I actually had a coaching call from New York. All right. So there's a lot going on. There's a bar here, library, city bus. This is your typical heavy traffic in any urban fringe, light metropolitan area. This car's moving slow. I'm just taking my time. And a lot of this is recognition. But you're probably saying, well, you have a brake in the car. I do have a brake in the car. Thank you for the thumbs up. But I think what's bringing all of you value, I'm actually going over what you're really going to be doing. This car's pulling out, don't panic. A lot of beginners like swerve out here. Don't do that. I'm at about 50. The speed limit here is 50. They're fronting and it's knocked off. You should see it to the right. So I'm maintaining good speed. I got double sevens. I guess that's lucky. And I'm maintaining speed. That's okay. There's a big enough gap. And I'm scanning the intersection. This is probably a stale green light. And it's 4:39 Eastern Standard Time. A lot of heavier traffic. And I'm just trying to maintain my speed. I'm just maintaining good speed. We're at about 45, even though the speed limit is 50, but it's heavier traffic. So a lot of you will say, how come you're not going faster? I don't want to tailgate this Blazer. Because if you rear end someone, we saw the rear end a collision on the expressway. And I'm teaching you as if you're in here. And we'll have conversations about video cards, about games, about getting a job, about what are you going to do when you get your license? What are you going to do when you get your permit? You have to have a JOB if you want to be with me. And most young people who want jobs, and I'm going to take you through, and this is backing up, so I'm going to have to get in here. And I'm going to take you through a protected left turn. And these are some of the turns we actually do. And we want to see the rear of the tires. If I get rear-ended, I'll be knocked into his Blazer. And that's what happened to my nephew. He was in a rear-end collision, too close. The car got smashed like an accordion. I do have a forward-facing dash cam with some good video on there. I'll edit it and put it out there, but I think you want to see inside view, outside view. Like now, I'm looking at this car behind me because this lady is like really close to me. And if I move up, I'm going to lose my space in front. So you can only protect the space in front of you, not behind you. And I'm showing you this left-hand turn because this is real life. Anyone can drive in a neighborhood when there are not a lot of cars there. But can you drive in heavy traffic like this? Can you make decisions? Can we get to 10 thumbs up? I'm at 7. If you have questions right now, you need to ask me. Each of the lessons are about an hour. My rate is anywhere from $85 to $120. Can pick up and drop off. I've taught adults and teens before. Usually your teens are meeting at the high school or college. Adults, we can meet a pickup at the home. I'm certified in the Midwest. And every driving schools, I did do a tutorial on the driving schools in the Midwest. Some have Teslas, some will pick you up, some will drop you off. Some have a fail pass guarantee. Every school is a little bit different. You have to, I would go with word of mouth. Google reviews are good, but I used to work for a company that made me ask the clients for Google reviews. I did not like that, but they ask. And I think for me in my journey, just taking time. It's going to be real chill when you drive with me. It's going to be relaxed. We're going to have a fun. Yes, I do online teaching. Yes. And we're going to set up a master driving class. And I'm going to be rolling that out really soon. And then you can talk to me. We'll set it up for at least twice a week. Where, see, I won't make this light. It's just heavy traffic. We'll set it up for twice a week. And then we'll have our sessions. You can ask about driving. You can ask about used cars, insurance, because I have no reason, team, to lie to you. If the insurance is too high, then I'm gonna say, hey, it's too high. You really gotta call. What they do today, you can call, but they're gonna ask, where do you live? Do you have a good driving record? Good afternoon, E. She's from New York, upstate. We got a couple of people here from New York. How you doing? Pretty good. It's Friday. I have Applebee's. You guys can have some. I got the Applebee's. We did a nice driving tutorial. And yes, happy Friday. Thank you. Thank you, E. Yes, we did a nice driving tutorial. I'm just sitting here in traffic right now. We're going to be making a protected left turn. Now I want to show you this. So a lot of you, I would say, let's wait for it to be clear. And then I would support you. And again, you're making that decision. I'm here to guide you, but you're here making a decision. When we turn, we're going to turn by the double yellow. Can a brother get 10 thumbs up? I'm at 8. Yesterday, I couldn't hear or see you. Was that the live when I was talking about the testament? I have to check the audio. Sometimes I mess up. Forgive me. Yes, I saw your comments. I know you always comment. And I appreciate you. So we're waiting for this green arrow. Here's the green arrow. I've got to turn by the double yellow. I want to show you this. Bam! And I got it. Now I'm going to get over one lane to the right. And then I'm going to make a right turn on this street. So I got to get on these brakes and squeeze. I had a client start crying here on this turn because they almost hit that telephone pole to the left. And I tell them, hey, you got to slow down. You have to slow down. I got proper, okay. Let me see what you said. I got pepper steak. Ooh. Oh yeah, you eating good. You eating good. But like I said, I'm really blessed. And like now we're chilling in the neighborhood. Now you have to make right turns and left turns. You see, we went from interstate, heavy traffic, to restaurant, and then we stop. And I'm going to show you. You look left, right, left, and then we're going to go and make that left turn. And we go really easy into the turn. And you know, I'm not a professional. I got one camera, one phone here, and both hands on the wheel, and I'm just trying to take my time and really educate you guys and ladies, because I'm blessed. And then I'm going to make a right turn. But E, like I said, I want to make you a moderator because you just have done so much for the community, and I need to find out how I do that. So E, you got to reach out to me on Instagram. Whoa, see the kid coming out, getting ready to get that ran over. Okay, what we're gonna do, E, you're gonna reach out to me, driving, driving_with, WITH, Myles, MYLES. You'll see my face, and then once we talk on Instagram, I want to make you a moderator, so you can like monitor the chat. If someone's getting out of pocket, boom, put them out, because you really help the community. And I have some gift cards at home and stuff like that. I want to, get one of those to you. So we'll figure it out. I do drive tomorrow, several adults, so I'm going to try to get you involved in that. And I got to check my schedule. But I want to say thank you. Just got my last 4. Oh, you eating good. So I just want to say thank you all for the support and love that all of you give. And I'm blessed to be here, and I really want to help all of you. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'm really excited to edit it and just get it out to you. So I just want to say thank you, and I'm blessed. And all of you just keep looking at these videos, and I'm trying to make better content. If there's something you want to see, just let me know. Look at these videos. Bye.